dancing till the dawn.
Hey Vault, how's it going? Pretty good, how about yourself? I'm doing good. Trying to get a little bit earlier start today, so I'll have time to film later with D. Like, I got families coming over later this week, so I won't have time to stream, so I'm trying to get enough photos in to make it to next week. That's what I'm doing. You guys get start filming. We filmed like we did just a little bit. Like I mean we started like a few days ago, I think Saturday maybe. But we really didn't get much done. We were using the new camera pathing system, and we were trying to sort out how it's gonna work, and like try to figure out things with it and stuff. And we realized some issues with it. There's two real big issues with it, and I talked to the creator about it. He said he's on vacation right now, but once he gets back, he said he was gonna show me how to fix one of the issues that we're having. And I asked him about the other one. He said he plans on updating it in the future to add that capability basically, which I can explain what they are here. But yeah, hopefully he adds that like before October, because that was like the whole reason. Well, I'll explain what it is first. It's like it syncs up with the camera, right? But it overrides the camera, the VRC camera. And it doesn't go, it's only a one-way override. So when I hit green screen on my camera, it doesn't translate to green screen on the pathing tool. And that's like a huge issue. Like that was one of the main reasons why I got the thing, because I was like, oh, we can have green screen or whatever, but it won't do it. Doesn't have that capability right now. But he said he's gonna add that in the future, so hopefully he adds that. Well, it's not really delays. We'll just film other. We only really needed that green screen thing for like one shot, pretty much. Other than that, we're fine. But the other thing we found was we were filming like the car. We're pretty much doing from beginning to end, which is like a benefit of filming in VR. You can just film in chronological order with hardly any drawbacks, you know, because we're not having to travel, you know. We just click a button and we're there. But so we're filming the opening sequence, right? And then there's gonna be like a guy driving in a car or whatever. And we realized if you get too far apart away from each other, you know how it has a linking system where I can film and I can share my camera feed with anybody else who has the password, basically. So D was doing the acting and driving the car. But if she got too far away from me, then the camera wouldn't share feed anymore, so we kept losing connection. She didn't know where to go, basically. So I had to be like right next to her the whole time. So I ended up showing her how to use the tool because that just wasn't working, me being next to her. So I showed her how to use it, and we both set them up together, and we just took turns trying to film it individually. That's pretty much what we did, but we learned a little bit better on how to use it and some of the limitations of it. But my plan is to get the opening sequence done by Sunday, hopefully. And then just go on from there. We're just gonna do one scene at a time until it's done. Let's start, yeah. So we got like one we got like one good run, and oh my goodness. We got one good run, and that was about it. But we're gonna do a little bit more tonight, hopefully when she gets off work. I mean, the first one we filmed, or we wrote, which when I say wrote, I mean I came up with it in my head and we just started shooting. The first Viewer Beware. So like we did all of that in the month of October, in like three weeks. We did all of that from beginning to showing it on YouTube. But this one, I mean, it is quite a bit more complicated. What is this? How much of those 3 weeks was editing versus shooting? I would say, I think like we was really crunching it on that one to get it going. I think it took me 3 days to edit it. But those days were like I was editing for like 18 hours straight. I mean, floor flood. Oh, good grief. Clean tile? I don't know what that means. What the? Yeah, we work pretty fast under pressure. The very first thing we did was the Horse Canyon thing. We did that in 6 days. Huh. Somebody is blowing my phone up. Under a week is pretty impressive. Yeah, it was. Well, we were really cooking though. I mean, we were putting in a lot of hours. What the? Sorry, I'm looking at my phone. Mom, I guess she just learned how to send memes or something. She's sending me memes now. So yeah, I think we have plenty of time to get it done, but the thing about this film, you know, we always try to push our skills or our achievements or whatever you want to call them. We try to push the envelope of what's possible to do, and each film gets progressively more and more complicated as far as the techniques that are involved in getting the shots. In this film, it has some really complicated shots that we're gonna try to get. Like, I'm gonna there's at least 2 different scenes that's gonna involve us making something beforehand. Like we're gonna have to film something beforehand and then like mask it and play it back in a different scene, basically as part of the environment. So I mean that's some of the most complicated stuff we've messed with. I think I've done that before. What did I do that on? Oh, it was the first Viewer Beware, you know, when you see the clown on the TV going, you know, like she does, and then the girls are like, you know, unalive or whatever, not living anymore. That was filmed beforehand with the clown, and I thrown that in editor, and yeah, made like a 3-minute loop basically of that clown doing that little looking, you know, when she's getting in the camera's face and she's doing this or whatever. That was like its own little video for like 3 minutes, just loop. And so that gave us, me and Dee, time to like play it on the TV, and we were acting in the world as it went. So like we got a few of those things, yeah, happening, but they're gonna be way more complicated. And hopefully we can pull it off, which I generally know how to do it. Shouldn't be too difficult, but once, you know, it's so complicated. Like if we do one little thing wrong or whatever, I have to redo the whole thing, and it's a pain in the ass. Just like that last film, the most complicated scene we did so far for me, as far as editing goes, was Bastards Have Brothers, when the sheriff and his deputy were running up to the house, and they saw the people there on the ground, and then they ran up to the doorway. That was the most, it doesn't seem complicated, but it was the most complicated scene for me as an editor, because it's just me and Dee, and that scene had 5 people in it. So there was like 5 different masks and a whole bunch of green screen going on there, and we ended up shooting it 3 different times, and each time I forgot something, a detail on each freaking one of them, and so I had to like piece together all 3 of them. And it was just like a nightmare trying to edit that crap, because they didn't line up exactly perfect, which you can tell that. And I tried to mask it a little bit so you couldn't tell that, but if you look really closely, gosh dang it, if you look really closely you can see where it jitters and whatever. Which you know, like where the child especially is like right here. Gosh damn, stick drift. Oh fuck. The child in the screen is like right here, and then a second later the child moved over like a foot. And I tried to line them up, but then that threw off like so much more stuff, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna like just run with it, and I'm just gonna put like a video glitch, kind of like an old film glitch, to try to mask it. So that's what we did. And then also the sheriff, you see the sheriff sitting there over the child, and then the second later the sheriff disappears, and then he appears again on screen left or whatever. So, I mean, which, if we did it again, I would redo the entire thing in one go. Gosh dang it, my mom is just like pulling my phone out. She sent me a video, which I don't, it's a political thing, so I'm probably not gonna talk about it. I haven't watched it, but I guess she's mimicking some political figure or something. I don't know. And she's like, "Did you watch it yet? Did you?" It's like just. What am I doing? Where am I at? Ooh. This the same room? What the hell? Why am I stuck up here now? Why is this a thing? I'm stuck. Nothing to click on. So yeah, I hate that scene, dude. Like, each film has a little scene that I'm just like, I freaking hate that freaking scene. Because it's messed up and I didn't have time to do it correctly. Which we had time to do that one correctly, but I got it to a point where I was like, you know what, it's okay, you know. Cause that Bastards Have Brothers film was delayed several times actually. Dude, that's like the 5th time I've done that. That Christmas video, dude, that bar scene where he's like out drinking at the bar. Like, I hate that scene, dude. It's so rough and it doesn't, like, we had, oh my gosh. Yeah, the dancer, the one I was telling you about, that yeah, that's her. She's all excited about it. I showed her the first film and I was like, you know, it's pretty, you know, it's a pretty touchy subject matter because it does involve kids and you know, we're not doing good things to them. And, and I was like, so if you're okay with horror and whatever, you know, and I let her know everything. She's okay with it. I told her what type of dancing it would be. Gosh, I can't even, you know, I can't do 2 things at once. Okay. But yeah, that's her, dude. She is, she's like one of the best dancers in VRC, man. I'm pretty excited about that. Of course, the girl that did the first, in the first one, she's just like she was just a friend who danced in clubs. She danced for Tube in like another club, I think. I don't know the other one, but because it has a lot of people in it. And that's what we were really gonna use that
Are you scared?
that camera pathing tool for, to make it easy.
I am you.
So like we could have the camera move around, and basically, you know, if it was able to use green screen, then Dee and I would be able to populate the world pretty much just ourselves. Like you'll see the scene will have like 15-20 people in it, but it's me and Dee just over and over and over again. You know, that's what we were gonna do. Which we can still do that, but without the camera pathing system, but the camera's gonna have to be static. You know? But there's also another technique I can use to move the camera in editing. So we might do a little bit of that, because you know, we went with all static shots in the black and white film, but that's just how they did things back then. But normally I try to have a little bit of movement in the shot so it doesn't make a boring shot, basically. Like just a slight amount of movement for the most part. Damn, I'm lagging so hard here. A few more photos and get the heck out of here. Okay, I think that's enough. Yeah, this world will. Yeah, I mean, but I am like streaming and I'm recording on 2 different devices. And then I have music playing and the Twitch is also up, like watching the feed. So my computer is like doing a lot of stuff right now. Like if I went there without doing all that, I'd probably be fine. But yeah, my goal for this film is to make it look like an actual proper film, like with a bunch of different angles, really cinematic feeling. You know what I mean? And like previously, like in our other films, we just kind of go and wing it or whatever. And I set up a scene and I get like maybe two to three angles per scene, and then I just mix and match in the editor on what looks best. And that's just generally what we do. With this one, I'm gonna have like predetermined angles, and I play it out in my head on what I want it to look like. I think my mother is still blowing my phone up. Unless it's somebody else now. She's not gonna stop until I watch that freaking video. Alright, let's look at this. Alright. Yeah, it's her again. Night mode. It's already dark as heck in here. It's in a bad little bar though. See, I wish the worlds would hide this somewhere. Like put it under the bar or something, you know? And then have your TVs around. Like just to make it a little bit more realistic looking. Look at this. Look how dark it is in here, and then we hit night mode. It didn't even get too much darker. Oh, it gets darker as you push it, though. And it's pretty freaking dark, you know? I just started listening to horror music as I walk my dog now and as I take a shower. It's just in case you wanted to sleep at the bar. That's like my new thing now. Like the video after this that we postponed is gonna be like a music dance video, and I already know exactly how that's gonna play out in my head. And now, like, I'm looking for songs that will remind me of different scenes, and I just kind of play it in my head on how it should look. And then I try to make it happen in film. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make this film look like a legit movie, you know. We got a lot of cool little tricks too that we're implementing. I got that reflective lens thing for your eyeballs, you know, because that's gonna be involved in the scene. But I'm also gonna use that reflective material, and I'm gonna see if I can't put it on other things to make some of the shots a little easier to get, like a car windshield basically. So whenever we're watching the guy driving the car, the windshield's gonna be reflecting the environment as it does in real life, you know. So that's gonna be cool as hell. And if it's not able to be done like that, then I can just do it in editing. It's no problem. I already know how I would do it. I got a backup way to do it. But just a bunch of cool little details like that, I think is gonna set this apart from kind of everything else that you've ever seen as far as VRChat videos go. What is this? Is this the end of the road here? Which one did I come through? That one or they both look exactly the same. They are the same. You know how long traveling these or exploring these worlds would take if I didn't have flying? It's crazy. One issue I'm having in Unity is getting seats to work. Like, why is it so difficult to make a damn seat? I made it earlier and they worked, and then I tried to do it on another avatar and it doesn't work. And I've messed with it for like 3 days and it still doesn't work. I'm just like, what's the difference? It's set up exactly the same way. Then people are like, well, seats are broken. And I'm like, well, why did it work the first time? I'm like, and I did it, no problem. Like, I followed the tutorial and it was just working like as intended, you know? I don't know. There is a seat prefab I can get. Maybe I'll try that. But yeah, you shouldn't have to do that. All it is you make a, it's just like a component you add to an object. I mean, that's all it is. It doesn't work. Crazy to me. The reason we need seats, yeah, I love Unity, dude. And the reason it would be nice to have seats is so I can basically attach myself to D as she's acting, and I can have the camera follow me, because the camera won't follow other people, it'll only follow yourself. You know, so if I'm attached to her on a seat, I can make myself invisible, and then the camera just follows her, right? Which we've done that several times. Like anything you've ever seen us do with a horse, I'm usually on the horse with her, and I'm invisible on the horse, just flying the camera around or whatever. Like all those scenes where she's on the horse and the Bastards Have Brothers, like she's just acting and I'm driving the horse and flying the camera at the same time. That's pretty fun. That's a big old tree. Got a bunch of lag going here too. So I might try that. I don't know. I guess I'll get the camera the camera prefab. I mean, it's a free asset anyways. But it's like way more complicated of a seat than we need. Movie magic. Oh yeah. There's lots of little tricks, dude. Watch this one film, and these guys went into the back rooms. It's a VR film, and a monster hit one of the characters, and the character went flying and hit the wall, and then slid down the wall and fell on the ground. And I was sitting there like, you know, normally I can figure out how people achieve certain things and get the shot or whatever, but I was like trying to wrap my head around, like, how the hell did they pull that off? Like, I still don't know how they pulled it off, unless it was an animation. But the question came up during the interview, like, oh, how did you film that? And they were like, oh yeah, it was motion capture or whatever, we just filmed it, and the guy has, you know, he just did that. And I was like, so he threw himself, like, he positioned his character in the film relative to the wall as it is in real life. He is to the wall, and he threw himself against the wall. I was like, without breaking anything. I was like, I don't know, I just don't really believe it. I'm not going that far in a film, you know? I mean, there's certain animations you can get that'll mimic being tossed or whatever, and you can just add those to your avatar, and that's what I thought he was doing. One of those special suits. Can I just not talk today? Is that the thing? You know, I'm pretty sure I've photographed this place before. It looks really familiar. You know, I have photographed this place. Is this like a different upload of it or something? It doesn't look exactly the same, but it's pretty similar. A lot darker, I feel. Oh, this is where we came from. Did I miss anything? I don't even know how many shots I got. I have shot the same world multiple times on occasion by accident, and I don't really ever really know until I get into Twitter and look it up. It is neat to see, like, if I do shoot the same world multiple times, it's neat to see, like, comparing my old photos to my new photos, see how different they are, or if they're exactly the same. So I figured it'd be way more difficult in VRChat, but people are trying to make a 1-to-1 scale of Earth in Minecraft. Have you heard of anyone trying that in VRC? We're making a 1-to-1 scale. No, I haven't heard of anybody doing that. I don't think you, there are some fairly large worlds. But like there's some worlds here that use a gimmick basically that will basically loop the it'll either loop the environment or it'll procedurally generate the environment. And it's just never ending. There's a few worlds like that, and it's pretty crazy. One of them is the Library of Babel. That world, that's probably the largest world I've ever been to, but I mean it uses a gimmick, one of those things where it's just like, you know, there's no end to it, like it's just infinite. Another one is that staircase world. It's just like an infinite staircase that, you know, it's like a haunting looking rusty staircase. But as far as a 1-to-1 scale of Earth, I don't think that'd be possible with today's technology. Not for VRChat anyways, I don't know. I mean, heck, dude, like, how long would that take to load? You know? Pretty much there's like a soft limit, I think, of like 1 gig. Like, normally you don't see worlds over 1 gig. I've been to a few worlds that are over 1 gig. And some of them are well done, but a lot of times they're just like crap or whatever, and they're over a gigabyte because they're not very well optimized. But a couple of them are like really nice though, that range. But you hardly ever see a world over 1 gig in here. It's kind of like the unwritten rule, like don't build a world over 1 gig, you know? Like, or nobody's gonna go to it because it takes freaking forever to load, you know? It's like this, the cap for Quest is 100 megabytes. Like anything over that, then it's pretty much just not compatible with Quest. And world creators, they need Quest people to go to their world because that's like the majority of users in VRChat now, and they want their worlds to be popular. Some people actually make money off of it. You know, the more popular the world is, the more traction it gets, and the more publicity they have for their craft. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I'm not a world builder though, so, you know, I haven't messed with it. That's just from what I've seen, my viewpoint of it, and then talking to world creators. You know, if you talk to somebody that actually does it, they might have a lot better understanding and maybe a different answer, but that's just like my viewpoint on it, I guess. You know, I thought about downloading Minecraft again. I used to play that game all the time. And I would just like go crazy and build some of the largest things. I do enjoy building like stuff inside of a game environment, which I was gonna get into world building in VRChat, but dude, it's so freaking complicated. Like, if it was easier to do, I would probably be doing it instead of this, because I do really enjoy doing like world building. So I have a lot of like really awesome ideas for worlds, but it's just like trying to keep up with the technology and all this other crap you have to do for VRChat. It's just, I don't think it's like, you know, I'm coming in so late at the game or whatever, like, and I'm not the most tech savvy person in the world, you know. But like, if a game has a function like build your own level or whatever, like, I will be stuck on that for the longest time. So I used to do that in with Far Cry, if you've ever played that. I think it was it which one was it? Far Cry 4? I think it was Far Cry 4. Like, if you have a PlayStation and you have Far Cry 4, you can look up worlds. I've built a lot of worlds in Far Cry 4, and they were freaking amazing, dude. In my opinion, they were amazing. Were you a survival or a creative player? Oh, and Minecraft, I liked both, actually. Like, I liked just building things, but I also liked the survival element. If you're talking about the game modes, I've never played creative mode. I've always played survivor mode, and I would just mine all the resources that I needed. Dude, I built like a legitimate looking castle one day. It was the largest thing I've ever built. And it was insane. And the second largest thing I built, just like your normal Minecraft house, right? Yeah, I believe it's on PS4. It might be on PS3. I don't know. Wait, I was just here. What the hell? Is this the same? It is the same world. How did that happen? Where is this? It's supposed to be a different world, but it's not. I guess the guy uploaded the same world twice with two different names. Whatever, we'll just go to the next. Like, I literally just shot this place like last stream or 2 streams ago or something. It's either, I'd have to look, man, I'd get back with you on that, but it's either on PS3 or PS4. And I'm pretty sure it was Far Cry 4. I can go look and try to find that game in my closet or something and see what system I have it on. But I think I built maybe four or 5 worlds, but I ended up having to stop because of work or whatever, and life just got in the way. But dude, in my opinion, I built the best freaking racetrack, because you could build like you know, you could spawn vehicles or whatever, and you just make an entire map pretty much. But some people would make racetracks. I think I built the most realistic looking racetrack that you would see in like a racing video game. It was so amazing, and it was fun to drive around on. Like, I really enjoyed it. I played that a lot. That was probably the one I put the most time and effort in. And then that was back when I had a little stepdaughter. I didn't even know you could build things in that game. Yeah, that's what I spent the majority of time doing, was just building stuff. And it was so cool because it's so easy. All the assets were already there. You could do whatever you wanted. I mean, there was thousands of worlds created by the gaming community. And like most of them were crap, but some of them people actually put effort into it, and you had like you could put triggers in, and you could spawn enemies at certain times and certain scenarios, and it was legit. And the first thing I did was just like, I was just playing around trying to figure it out, and I just made a world with a bunch of enemies that spawned at different times and stuff. It wasn't anything special, but it was fun, and it was difficult. I need to like get the top of that roller coaster in here. Another cool one I did, I made a level for my stepdaughter at the time. It was called Karma. I remember that. See, even if you could look them up, like I don't remember what my username was, because that's how you would look them up. But if you typed in Karma, you would find one of them, because I remember naming it Karma, because everything was all cool and everything. There was two villages, right? There was your village, and then there was the enemy village all the way across the map. And then there was like a river, and on the other side of the river was like the boss house, basically. That's where you would end the level. But everything was all fun and dory if you just hung out in your village and you didn't do anything. Just hung out with the villagers. But you could go to the other village, and as soon as you killed off all the other villagers, or not the villagers, but there was hostiles in the village, the enemy one, they would stay in their little zone, but if you attacked them, then they would retaliate on you, and that would trigger a bunch of other enemies to attack your village while you're not there, and you would have to rush back in order to save the villagers, if you could, even if they weren't already dead by the time you got there. So that was fun to try to like save everybody. I need to get a lot higher here. Yeah, who knows? I did the racing thing one. Man, I wish I knew how to like record things back then, just so I could like have a video of it, but it was so cool. I need to get over the center of this. I feel like I'm too far this way now. Damn, am I falling? See that stuff in the corner? I can just edit that out. I guess we're gonna have to ride something. I wanna ride this roller coaster. Figure out how to get up there. Or if you can't even ride them, I don't even know. It might just be look for looks, but that'd be pretty disappointing, wouldn't it? Jeez. Of course, I'm too short to see anything. myself a tad bit bigger.
Empty hearts and neon lights. The
Ugh.
playing with my mind.
Oh, where'd my camera go?
Get out of here tonight.
Oh, look at that. I'm stuck. Apparently, I'm stuck in that. What the hell? Oh.
Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home.
Alright, let's jump off.
I hate all this overthinking.
Alright, where's my camera? There it is.
The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me
Alright, I gotta get a photo of being on a rod here. Or something. What's this? Can I actually do this?
to where we started.
I mean, I'm sliding. Like I'm on ice or something. That was, yeah. When I was doing those Far Cry worlds, that was back when the story on the news hit about that dentist who killed the lion or the tiger or whatever that was endangered or something. I don't know, something like that. And it just like everybody was blowing up about it. And fuck. This thing, I swear. What is going on? Stop. Alright. Yeah, everybody was all upset and, you know, blowing up that he would do that. And I made a world called The Dentist. And it was, it never got published because I guess my ideas were too much for Far Cry to handle. Like I was breaking the game. Like it couldn't handle what I was trying to do. I was trying to make a cave system that you could rappel in, and you would have to. There was a part where you got to this point and you would start sliding down and you couldn't stop yourself, and then you would start free falling and you'd be falling over top of water, but you would have to like shoot your little grappling hook out and attach to a grappling point and then swing out on like 2 other points and then get on the ivy on the wall and then climb up. I mean, it was just like a whole little ordeal, you know. And that freaking broke the game. Like it was working, but if I tried to do anything else, like it would just crash. And then I ended up losing it, corrupted the file, and I was just like, what the hell? But that was gonna be, it's gonna be a really cool world. You basically playing the part of the dentist, and you would have to travel like you were traveling the continent. And there was a cave system you had to go through, and then it would come out. You would have to swim underwater, and then you would come out up onto the beach, you know, and the cave would be behind you. It was like an underwater cave, sort of. Then you'd have to travel through the woods and not be spotted by villagers or whatever. And there was like another mountain climbing scene, but it never got built. And then at the end you would have to cross this rope bridge, this rickety rope bridge, and at the end was a rare white albino tiger that you would kill. And as soon as you killed the tiger, the level would end. But it never got published because it broke the game. Where am I at? Here. Dude, it was I did get to play, you know, you got to test the worlds as you went. But I got the cave system finely tuned, and it looked amazing. And then I had like these larger than life statues like underground, like they were buried inside the cave, you know. And so when you're repelling, like all you see is like this fully statue was there. So you saw like, you know, there was this cave walls here, and it was the water, and you're repelling above the water, but like sticking out of the cave walls was two hands, one on each side, and then you're going toward the face of the guy, and you would actually land on his face, and then you could climb up the wall and stuff. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool, I think. Neat. But yeah, it never saw the light of day. Can I actually do stuff? Oh. Hey, look at that. Isn't that neat? Get the painting in there too. Let's see what else it does. Oh, the paint's gone. Is that when I use this one? Yep, that one turns it back. The world's pretty neat. Oh, I almost fell. Yeah, I make painting look easy, don't I? You know, my grandmother was a painter. And, I used to want to learn how to paint, but just the whole being colorblind thing that never really took off. But thinking back, I should have done it, and that could have just been my thing, you know? Like the colorblind painter or whatever. That would have like pretty much shown the world like what the world looks like, kind of through the eyes of somebody who's colorblind. But I've pretty much lost all of my artistic abilities because I haven't done them in so long. I used to be really good at drawing when I was a kid. Look back at some, my mom saved them, of course. I look back at some of my old drawings and I'm just like, wow, how did I ever do that? And then I can't even hardly draw stick figures now. One thing I need to do would have made for some interesting paintings. Oh, another thing that happened to me, which is why I never paint it anymore, was we had a painting class in school. I was in first grade. This is one of the moments that I just burned into my memory. Who is this guy? And we were supposed to do self-portraits, and so I did one, and I painted my skin green apparently, which it looked normal to me, but like all the kids were just like, you know how kids are, they were just like, what's wrong with you, are you sick or something, blah 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 blah. And I was like, what? I don't know. I didn't know what they were talking about. But yeah, they were just like, everybody had a comment about it. And it looked fine to me. But yeah, after that I was just like, maybe painting's not for me, you know? And can I get a shot of these sheeps? I wish that one sheep was turned around. Can I turn him around? Come here. Nope. Yeah, dude, green skin. It looked normal to me. It looked bunch of tree avatars here.
Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your
What does this do? Does this do anything? I guess so. It's kind of a cool shot. Let's see. Let's see if we can hide that. Yeah, it just goes to show you how growing up and becoming an adult kills your creativity. Like, I lost everything as soon as I started working. And then that was like my entire life. Just working.
The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on
Being on disability, man, I got time to like do creative stuff now. Doing a lot of photography, making films. Ugh. Ugh. I don't know, I'm thinking about cutting back on the photography a little bit because I need to focus more on this film to get it done, but I don't know, I'm debating it still, like maybe cutting it down to 5 posts a day instead of 10 on Twitter, that would really make it a lot easier to keep up with. The hell is this place? And I'm also still trying to build up following on Twitter. I mean, it ain't the most. What's the word? It ain't the most. Ain't the. Oh my goodness. Where'd I go? Oh, my camera's backwards. And I should have fixed it. Alright. It ain't the most important thing, but I don't know. Do what's best for me and my time. Oh, is this a music world? You see colors changing? Oh, music stopped. Well, I should be doing something. Ooh, and that's like I want to cut back. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I want to make sure I have enough time to put into this film to make it good. And then after the film's done, then I can pick up the photography on full blast again. This takes like keeping up this Twitter thing, like 10 posts a day, and taking the photos needed for that. It takes up a lot of time, dude. Like editing and posting and actually taking the photos, as you see here. My goal, nothing wrong with scaling down. Well, my goal for this year was to hit 3,000 followers on Twitter by the end of the year. And I think I was on pace for that, but it has really, I don't know what the issue is, but it's really like slowed down like the past 3 months. Like I haven't gained as many people. And I mean, I'm not doing anything different. But I don't know. That's just the goal. Which I'm like halfway there, but it's already August, you know? And I just hit the halfway mark. Ooh, but I mean, maybe I should. One thing I can do is I can change my avatar to a half-naked girl and pose in every single picture, and then that'll get me there by the end of the month. But like, oh, this freaking world again? What the fuck? Did I not get rid of this? Is this the same world? Holy crap, it is dark here. Whatever, I ain't photographing this place. I'm pretty tired of these little DJ worlds that are just super dark. Yeah, that'll do it. They like, remember me talking about that one day? I have a friend who does exactly that, and we actually photographed an event together a couple years ago. But he made his Twitter like almost like months after I had mine already going. Wow, look at that. It shows up even when I have the environment turned off. That's pretty crazy. But he made his Twitter like months after mine was already going, right? And he does like one post a week or something like that. But it's like his avatar, he's really good at making avatars. And his avatar has like a bunch of outfits, and it's like super curvy and everything, you know what I'm talking about. He posts like one photo a week, and I just checked on him the other day and he has like almost 6,000 followers. I'm just like, holy shit, dude, like what the, like that guy figures it out. Maybe I should just give in and just go hypersexualized everything. I'll mute myself so nobody knows if I'm a dude or a girl. Just, that'd be funny. What's that do? Okay. Tell you, if this was my livelihood though, and I was doing this for money, yeah, that's probably what I would do. If my only goal was to make money at doing this. I mean, I don't think there's, I don't know if you can make money without doing that. On, you know, as far as VRChat, making money off VRChat goes. Unless you're just like selling assets or something, but you'd have to be really good and make assets that people want. That involves work, you know. I have to delete all the VODs. Yeah. Because, I mean, you know D, right? I offered to do it for her. Because she's like a dancer and she used to run a club, but she has no time for it anymore. But I said, D, if you want to, you know, and we're not like the richest people on earth. And I was like, D, if you want some extra money, I was like, all you have to do is, you know, I'll make videos, or else, you know, I'll be invisible or whatever, and make the videos and edit them and stuff, and then basically attach everything to you, and you would get all the money for it. And she was like, no, you would get the money, and I was like, I don't want the money. But how do I get in here? I forgot. Oh, there's stairs. Okay. It's just so damn dark in here. But I mean, we ain't gonna do any of that crap. But it did cross my mind before I started doing this. Yeah. Just because I met somebody who does that, and they're a dude. And of course, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna get into that discussion. But yeah, they make like all kinds of money doing that crap. I just think it's hilarious. Okay, I might have to brighten up the scene on this one a little bit. There's only so much that that post-processing can do, you know what I mean? Okay, let's... say about 15 be enough, I think. This is a neat little world. I might save it in case we need like I do have a bar saved already, which is what you saw in the Christmas film or whatever. The only difference to this one is it has little stage areas in case we need like a open mic night or something scene, you know. It's a nice place for that. I wish there was a way to save Twitter posts on Twitter, like underneath. I thought it was making a category or something, but I tried to do that, but the only thing I can do is attach other creators to it, and everything they post goes into that category. And I was like, well, that's not what I want to do. I just want to go through all of my posts and save worlds that would be good for filming in. Like, that's what I want to do, but I don't guess there's a way to freaking do that. Unless I just make a dedicated Discord channel and then just link all the posts there. But I don't know. I think that would be, I don't know if that would work as well. What the hell is this place? Is there like nothing here? There's a door. Oh, there's stairs. Why is it so dark? Damn, why that like light is blinding me now. What world is this? Sewer treatment facility? Alright. That's a weird shader. What? This is the most vacant sewer treatment facility I've ever been to. It's like nothing here. What am I supposed to take a photo of? You like how freaking blinding white I am? You know? That's a dead end. Well, I guess I'm gonna skip this world too. I mean, there's just nothing here. It's too damn dark to take any good photos. Like, there's literally like we have a railing. Okay. And a sewer. Well, let's just go to the next one. So that's two. That's two worlds I'm gonna have to tack on to the end here. Got flashbanged. Dude, that's one thing I don't like about this avatar that I have, is it's so super white all the time. Which makes it kind of a nightmare to edit in a photo. Like, if something's too dark, you can always raise up the brightness of it, like, you know, and it kind of looks natural as long as you don't overdo it. But if something's blown out and it's all white, there's no coming back from that. Like, it's white forever, because white has no colors hidden inside of it. Black is a combination of all colors, and you can bring them out, but white is the absence of color, and you can't do anything with it in post-processing. It's just white, and it just like ruins shots. Holy crap, I'm like, what am I looking for here? Trying to just get over. Damn, I'm like, this world's heavy. Oh, did I just crash? Holy moly. Okay. Holy good grief. Let's temporarily bump this down. Whew. Still lagging. But it looks like it's like Minecraft now, doesn't it? Let's go down to 20. Thing is, the photos will still come out good. Oh my goodness. Damn this, I have to come back here when I'm not. Wow, is my camera's not even linked up with me? Oh wait, it's, there it is. Like, I'll have to come back here and try this out while I'm not filming and see if I'm still lagging this hard. So I'm just guessing. I can't even really see the photo composition. I'm just like guessing on where it's pointing at. Everything's so pixelated now. This must be what Quest users feel like. Can't even read the text. At least I know where the buttons are. Alright, let's see. There's literally just one room, dude. So somebody could make this room and have different shaders, and it would look 10 times better. I mean, as far as optimization goes, it would be better. Alright, let's get a shot of this table. See, I can't really see what I'm doing, so I'm gonna take a little bit more photos than I normally would, so hopefully one of them will be decent. Does that make sense? I don't like that screen being in the background. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh my god, I cannot see where I'm at. Okay, that's bar, that's library. Where was I at? What is this? Zoomy room? Okay, here we go. Oh my god, don't say that. I was thinking of getting the quest. It's not that bad, but it's not it's not as good as well, if you hook it up to a PC though, then it's fine. Like it's going off of your PC, but the quest by itself, it's not as this bad, but it's not great either. I mean, I've never used the quest, but I know a bunch of people that do, and like we'd go to Worlds and I'd be like, so what do you see here? And they would try to tell me, but like it's like a lot less resolution. Like look at this. This is just VRChat. I'm at 80%, but I can bump this up. Holy shit. I can bump this up to 500%, which is 4K basically. And then I can do the same thing with my headset. I can bump that up to 500%. Which, I mean, I don't know if you would ever do that, but this is what it looks like on 80%, you know. It looks pretty decent. AR version. What the hell? Oh. Potato mode. Can't tell if I just hit potato mode. Oh, okay. I'm supposed to go in here? Yep, I guess I am. Like everything, I mean, the quest is fine. But you would definitely, if you have a computer, I would hook it up to a computer. But if you don't have a computer, then Quest is pretty much your only option if you do want to get VR, I believe. But you just have to know, like, do you know if you can also change the quest while using it? Oh, if you can also charge the quest while using it. I really don't know, dude. I can ask a friend that has a quest, and I can get back to you on that. If I forget, just remind me. But I'm really not sure. I've never messed with a quest. I just know what my certain friends tell me. I have a computer, but it's kind of old. Well, you don't have to hook it up to a computer, but if you don't, then you're just not gonna see everything. Like, a lot of these shaders that you see are not synced up with Quest, if that makes sense. So I could be standing here, maybe not this world, but you know, other worlds. We could be looking at the exact same thing but see two different things. You know, I'll see it with the shader on and they'll see it with the shader off, basically, because people can... That's how world creators are able to make worlds that are over 100 megabytes but still be quest friendly, is that half of the world is basically turned off or dulled down for a quest user. So they're not seeing like the entire world as it should be. They're seeing like everything like dulled down or whatever. Kind of like this potato mode button in here. See, like all the stuff's there and then they can do that, and this is what a quest person will see maybe, you know. Or everything will just be like a lot duller or, you know, less detailed or something. And also, like, you see these little markings up here that, you know, this on the right is means it's quest compatible. There's a lot of worlds that aren't quest compatible, so you're going to different worlds is limited. Where am I at here? Yeah, I get it. But the one thing I do like about the quest I was thinking about getting one for some family members. Is that I'm pretty sure it has standalone games on it, right? Or you can see. I mean, I can play Steam games on this because I'm on the Index, and it's like the headset of the Index, so it's compatible right out the gate with Steam and everything, and I can play any VR game on Steam. I can just easily play it, you know. So that's the good thing here. But I think Quest has like a similar thing, but with Quest games. And it's also like I'm tethered to a computer right now. The Quest, you're not tethered to a computer, so as long as you have batteries, you can just go wherever you want, and like, so like I'm, you know, I can't go that far away from my computer. It does have like a fairly long cord though. It's like, how long would I say this cord is? Maybe 10, 12 feet or something? I don't know, something like that. The Quest 3 has AR technology in it, which is augmented reality. I'm saying that right? Basically, it has like a has like cameras on the outside that detect your environment, so you can be wearing the headset and see your environment like as if you're not wearing your headset. And then certain games use augmented reality, so you can be standing in your house and there's like a game where you're being overran by a bunch of goblins or something, and they can just be, it'll map out your house, and you can be fighting goblins or whatever inside your own house. I think that's pretty cool. It's neat. You know, there's different games that use it as well, the augmented reality feature. I do think that's pretty cool to have. I was debating on the Index, but it's double the price in older tech. Yeah, I'm waiting on them to make a new one because my controller's broken, which I'm sure you've heard about because I complain about it all the time. And I was like, man, I hope they like update the controller, and when they do a new one, then I'll just buy the new controller. But I don't know, it's been years and it keeps saying, oh, it's coming out, but I mean, it's not here, you know. But it is the one that I picked. And like in all the ones that I deemed were better were like $3,000 or something like that, which is crazy. And what's this? Nothing. A little seating area. Oh yes, the drift. Yeah, I don't have any complaints with the Index except the controller thumbstick that you see there, it's made with cheap materials on the inside, and there's a lot of complaints online about it, how it breaks easily. My left one is broken. It's like the only complaint, but other than that, like the finger tracking is amazing. That's one of the biggest reasons why I went with it, is the finger tracking. Because I was like, oh, that'll help with videos and stuff, you know. They have came out with an update where you can basically have finger tracking with Quest, but then the thing is, you're not using your controllers, it's just like the camera's looking at your hands. So in order for you to move around, you have to make these like hand gestures or whatever, these specific hand gestures to like move in the world or something. I guess you could get used to, but it's not something I want to mess with.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you, baby, up with a slow motion crew, and we up in our growlings when people change, but not us, and we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun, could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding.
Yeah, man, I'd go with whatever. I mean, you don't want to blow your budget on VR, you know. Whatever you think is best for you. But dude, there's some headsets out there that can get upwards of $6,000. One of them I was looking at, which I'm thinking about getting, but I don't know. I have to read up more about it. But it's like where your peripheral vision was like that of real life. See, like I'm looking like tunnel vision right now, like this. But yeah, that other one, like you would have peripheral vision, like because the screen would literally like wrap around your head or something. And I thought that was pretty cool. But I mean, it's not really a big deal, I don't think, in VR to have peripheral vision. I don't know. It'd just be nice, but I mean, it was also like $2,000 more to have peripheral vision. But they also came out with the thing called big screen, which was I think about the same price as the Index. You might want to look at that. But it has like, it's like a lighter version, and it has the peripheral vision as that other one did. But I hear it's good. I don't know if I've heard anything bad about it. I think I got enough shots of this place. Alright, where did I leave off? Plus, if I wait for the new Valve product, I definitely have to upgrade my PC. Yeah, and who knows when that's gonna come out, man. I've been waiting on it for like 2 years. And people have been waiting on it longer than that. I just, you know. What the heck? And I wear glasses, so I'd have to get contacts again. There's actually, there's things you can buy for that that you can wear, like a buffer basically between your face and the headset, that gives you enough room to wear glasses. So you could get that instead if you want. I thought about it because I wear glasses too, but my eyes aren't that bad without them. Like my left eye is my dominant eye, and it sees pretty well normal. But my right eye has astigmatism in it, and things are just blurry. But you don't really notice it. I don't really notice it in VR. It's not really that big of an issue. Do I have to duck down? Really? Does that actually work? Oh my goodness, that actually works? I don't think I've ever seen a world do that. Where you couldn't pass through something like it unless your entire avatar bubble would fit through it. That's pretty crazy. Damn, it is dark in here. What? Dude, I might save this world too for the film. You know what I would like? There's like a camera store here. I would like to see like visit a legitimate camera store. I've never actually seen one in real life. There's not one where I live. I need some light. Like all the camera stuff I ever buy or anybody buys in my town, you have to get off, you know, off the internet or whatever. Like there's no camera stores around here. I think the closest one is in probably Louisville. Okay, did that brighten it up enough? Yep, for photo. But yeah, I would like to see all the different cameras out there and actually try them out before I bought something, you know. Holy crap. Oh, it just seems, let's see, what's the way? The Quest Pro seems cool for the face tracking, but I've seen people complain about the strap. Well, another thing about the Quest is it's like fully customizable. Like when I was looking into it, comparing it against the Valve Index, like you could literally change anything you wanted to change on it. And a lot of people were buying like Valve head straps or something and putting it on their Quest. But the other thing is, when you buy all that stuff and you're spending all that money to upgrade it, like it's almost the same price as the freaking Index once you're all done, said and done, you know? So that was like the biggest thing for me, like, oh, I could just buy a Quest and then upgrade that, upgrade this, upgrade that. But then I was reading some other things and they were like, well, why would you do that, you know? Like, you're gonna spend all this money to upgrade everything when you could have just bought like an Index, you know, and you don't have to do any of that stuff. Yeah, that'd be a cool experience. Hopefully I'm not missing comments here. I know I get distracted. That's neat. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting a different camera. Like, I would like to get... I have no need for another camera right now. But if I got a different camera in real life, I think I would want to get a mirrorless camera. Just because that probably is the future of cameras. But back when I bought my DSLR, like, mirrorless just came out and I was comparing the two, and like the benefits weren't outweighing like just the sheer power of what a DSLR could do, because DSLRs have been out for years and like they've been honed in, you know, and like I think I bought the most powerful DSLR there is, you know, as far as a consumer goes, and you know, not a professional camera. Well, it is a professional camera, but you know what I mean, like I'm not shooting for like Sports Illustrated or something. The mirrorless, I don't know, it's getting there. But for what I was doing, like, DSLR still was the ticket. The camera store, yeah, I got you. Mirrorless, yeah, I can't remember, dude, I haven't messed with that stuff so long, I can't really remember what DSLR stands for. But it's where you have the camera sensor, and then you know, the camera body, camera sensors in there, and then you have the lens, right? Well, when you're looking in the viewfinder or whatever, you're basically looking at mirrors, you know, and the mirror, whenever you take a photo, the mirror will pop out of the way, it'll take the photo, and the light will come in through the lens and it'll expose onto the sensor, and then the mirror will pop back down and protect the sensor, basically. So every time you take a photo, it's just like pop up, pop up, pop up, pop up, pop up, you know? And that's what makes the noise whenever you hear cameras go click, 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 you know? That's what's making the noise. It's like that mirror going. But if you get a mirrorless camera, that means it's all digital, right? And it's basically like a digital viewfinder, so you can take photos and there's not really any sound. And it's a lot quieter, which isn't a big deal for me. But yeah, it's just different technology. That's the future of digital cameras, pretty much. Damn, this world is fucking massive. I thought I was in the last room there, but no, it just keeps going, doesn't it? Let's see, can I get a shot of that? Would that even look good? I don't know. Yeah, this world would make a good little hellscape scene or whatever, and might save this one too. But it is super freaking dark though. And like there's a light attached to your head just automatically, like I can't even get rid of it.
Feel the ground shaking underneath
Here we are, now we're outside. Which there is another version of this world, actually. Because I've photographed this before. And it's lighter. Like it's brighter, I mean. So I might look that up again. It's probably by the same author. Yeah, this makes like a huge loop, basically, of rooms. Oh yeah, that's enough for that one. Yeah, back when I was comparing mirrorless to DSLR, they just... I don't know, there's too many drawbacks between them. So I went with the DSLR. Like, they wasn't as powerful as far as quality goes and stuff. But, I mean, they're lighter and they can shoot faster. And you can see a live edit based. That's another thing about them. When you're looking through the viewfinder, since everything is digital, you're seeing exactly what the photo is going to look like when it comes out. Come on, back up, camera.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid.
Neat little world too. Look at this fish. He has zero room to swim around in this thing.
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling exaggerated. That's
I normally try to save worlds for films, like I have the film in my head and it's like a future project or something. But I mean, I can't get too far ahead of myself. This world would actually be nice for one of the films that I plan on doing in the future. Dude, that is like so far away till we get to it. Eventually, we're gonna make like a video game adventure film or whatever. Like, kind of like you go and you get a quest or something, and it's just gonna be like an adventure comedy basically. And we're gonna be like making fun of video game quests or whatever. That actually looked pretty cool. Let's see. But I already have like a few avatars saved that'll come in handy for it. And a few worlds saved for it, but oh, sounds fun. If I go quiet, it's because I knock out. I'm almost finished actually. This is the last world we were in, that bar, was actually the last world I had on the list, but since we skipped 2 worlds, then we're doing 2 more. So the one after this one is the last one for today. But I mean, you know, don't feel obligated to stay awake. I mean, you know, do what you gotta do, man. But yeah, I don't like that's the whole concept of that film though, is like I want to do a world where like somebody gets a quest and there's a lot of interesting characters and a lot of video game mechanics, you know, like old school video game mechanics that you're gonna see, and you know, it'll just be like a fun little comedy adventure thing, you know. But that is like so far into the future, because the list right now is, you know, we're working on Viewer Beware 2, so that's next up. After that, we're gonna do my music video that I want to do. That, you know, I'm really excited for that one. And then after that is Bastards Have Brothers Part 2. And then we're probably gonna be doing Viewer Beware Part 3. And that's as far as I've gotten. So like that's next year's October, pretty much. I don't even know if we'll have enough time to do all 3 of those within a year. But yeah, I'm gonna try. After that, I have a lot more ideas, but I don't have them like set up, you know, as far as like on the timeline or anything. That's a lot. I have a notebook filled with about 10 different video ideas. And I mean, Viewer Beware. See, I need. What? Is that tree not showing up? The tree ain't showing up. Holy shit. All these trees ain't showing up. Damn, I'm gonna have to do screenshots. Okay. I have like Viewer Beware 3, 4, and 5 in my head already. So that's gonna be neat. Or is it we're gonna do like a Tremors movie franchise move? We're gonna do like part 1, 2, and 3, and then part 4 is gonna be the beginning, you know, and we'll show how the clown became the clown basically. And then part 5 we're gonna be like, I'm gonna call it like the conclusion or something like that, or I don't know, something. But part 4 we're gonna show how she became the bee and the origin story. And that's gonna bring in a lot of new characters that are gonna be in part 5.
what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Bastards Have Brothers 2 is part 2 is gonna be insane also. I had people tell me the first one was gruesome and you know they felt uncomfortable watching it and whatever. I mean, yeah, it's well, you know, they're uncomfortable situations. If you felt comfortable watching it, then I'd really tell you to go, you know, take a look at yourself in the mirror or something like that, you know. I mean, that's what it was supposed to do, because it involved a lot of touchy subjects. I was like, dude, if you had trouble watching that, then what I have in store for part 2, I mean, I think you might as well, you know, just avoid that one, because it's gonna be like a, you know, I'm gonna turn that baby up to 11 on as far as the gruesomeness goes and everything. Gonna be like in your face, hard-hitting subjects. Oh yeah. I don't even know if YouTube will allow me to keep it on YouTube. It's gonna be so bad. But I don't know, man. Just like we're not gonna show anything in, you know, like you know, because the first one involved that scene with the sexual stuff in it, which we're gonna like redo that in the part 2, but it's gonna be like a hands-on account basically, and it's gonna be like hard-hitting. I mean, we're not gonna show anything sexually explicit or whatever, but the violence level and like the intensity of the scene, it's gonna be in your face, and it's gonna be very disturbing to watch. But that's the whole point of it, you know? That's the whole point of it, and that's what drives her. It's what makes her become who she is. And that's what makes you really fucking hate the antagonist. And that's what makes the victory at the end so sweet, you know? But yeah, Dee was telling me she had some friends watch it and they felt really uncomfortable, and I was just like, well, given the subject matter, that's kind of what we were going for, so I look at it as a compliment. I was like, you know, we're not meant to make people feel all cozy inside, you know? We're not making a Hallmark movie here. Ooh, what's this little colorful thing over here? It's a nice example of Rule of Odds, which is the new contest theme for this month. There's 3 little, I guess these are turtles? I don't know what the hell they are, really. I guess they're turtles. They don't look like Pokemons. Pokemans. Oh, what time is it? 1:14. That ain't too bad. How long have I been streaming? Oh, we're actually under 3 hours. Holy crap. I haven't had a stream go under 3 hours in a long time. But this is the last world, though. What's this thing over here? Little fish. I don't know what that is. It's like a big old eel or something with eyeballs. Oh, it is a fish. Get a shot of you. I guess if they went in blind not knowing anything, it would make more sense. Them thinking it's going to be a cutesy movie and then get hit with that. Oh yeah, dude. Part 2 is gonna be... See, we made part 1 to basically show it in part 2. Because part 1 is a film that was made about that woman. You know, so, and you're gonna find that out in part 2. Part 2 is gonna be filmed like a normal modern movie. It's gonna be in color, but the time period is gonna be still the early 1900s. It's the same time period, but it's gonna be filmed like a modern day movie. You know, kind of like you're there witnessing the story happen in real life or whatever. But she's a hero. She's a national hero, as you saw in like the last newspaper. You know, because she took down the infamous Hateful Brothers gang or whatever. So she got a lot of traction with that, taking them out, and they made a film about her back then, and that was the film that they made, is what we made in the first one. So she's going to the premiere of it, right? And this is set like maybe 12 years after all that happened. So she's going there, and you know, it showed at the end of the film she was pregnant, so she's gonna have her son there with her, who is like the kid of the bastard that took advantage of her. Yeah, mind blown. Yeah, the first movie wasn't really a flashback, but she's going to the premiere, right? And they're like, oh, we made this film about you. So she's going there with her son, and she's well known now. She doesn't want to be well known, but she is. She tried to hide it. But as she's watching the premiere of this, she is going to be getting hit with flashbacks, and so she's going to be watching it, the camera's going to be looking at her, and then we're just going to flash to her memories of it, and it's just going to be like, you're going to watch it be all like black and white or whatever, mild, and then we're going to cut to her experiencing it, and like she's going to be getting like beat, her kid's going to be, you know, not having a good time, and it's going to be super yeah, it's going to be very hard hitting, and it's going to be in your face, and there's going to be a lot of yelling and probably a lot of cursing, as outlaws do, and a lot of screaming, and she's just not having a good time at all, right? And so she's going in and out of these flashbacks, and she's just getting more and more troubled, and finally to the point where she can't take it anymore. She runs out of the theater, like into either the hallway or an alley or something, and she's trying to catch her breath, and she gets met by a man who's talking to her, and then he ends up stabbing her in the gut, basically, and he reveals himself as being like the fourth brother that was like off, you know, in a different state or a different country or something like that. So there's gonna be 4 brothers now instead of 3. The first 3 are dead because she killed them all. So the 4th brother is gonna catch wind of her movie premiere, and he's like, oh, this is my chance to get revenge on her. And so he's gonna do that, and then while he's gonna finish the job there in the alley, but the son is gonna come outside looking for the mother, and he's gonna realize, hey, that's my nephew, basically, and he's like, I'm taking my kid back, or my nephew back. So he kidnaps the child, right? and then basically that's where the story starts, of her having to recover, and then she's gonna have to track him down and confront him and get her child back. And so that's the premise of the part 2. And it's gonna be like, yeah, it's gonna be intense what we're gonna do. Does that sound crazy? And that should be the conclusion of that film. You know, we can't just keep adding brothers, you know. Oh, I'm the long lost sister of them 4 dudes, you know, and I'm gonna, you know, whatever. The lady is going through hell. Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, that's the whole point of it. But I need to get out of here, man. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I hope you get some sleep. Some good sleep or whatever. That film, we won't get to that film probably until, I would say, maybe